Hello everyone and welcome, it's Shanna. Today we're going to work with these Cheerful Kittens from Spellbinders, and I've already got one of them die cut out and assembled. There are two kittens in this die set and I want to make them both. I've got the die cut pieces in this little dish here, and we're going to start assembling the second one. Now this first one is kind of sitting there just perched looking at you with its tail behind it, and this second one is actually a hanging kitty that you can make hang from a banner, and so we're going to assemble it. And I've got all the pieces there. Now this beard here, or it's not really a beard, it's like a chest hair, I guess a breast hair or whatever. And this one is thinner. The one on the sitting kitty is wider and shorter, and this one is more narrow and longer. And so I'm just going to glue it up and get it laid down on the kitty's body. And I'm using that scrap piece of paper to just kind of rub off some of the glue so it won't ooze out as much. And we'll just get it positioned down on there. Now I lay it down there and I get a little bit too high, so then I want to adjust it because I want to make sure I have enough room for my face if I need to connect it to that. But I later figure out that I'm going to connect it to the banner that it's going to hang from. So I'm just moving it around and pressing it down. And we're going to get to assembling some more of the kitty. Now these are like the feet with the, I guess the back legs kind of bent up. So it looks kind of large and out of proportion if you're considering it just feet. But I think it's like the feet and the legs, and they're kind of like bent. And so you're just going to position these on the body on both sides. And I already assembled the white, I guess, bottom of the feet part because both my cats are little black and white cats. And then I decided I'm going to pop these up. I think they would be more fun kind of popped up. So I just brought on some real thin foam tape that I had, and I'm going to get it laid down on the feet. And then I'll lay that first foot back down, and we will pop up the second one as well. And I think that'll just be more fun and give some more dimension to my card. So I'm just getting that release paper pulled off, make sure it's stuck down real well, and then I'll just put the other foot down on the other side of the tail. And we've got half of our cat's body. Now next I'm going to assemble the face, and I just made a black face on my kitty, and I'm going to have a white, I guess, mustache or beard or whatever you want to call it on the kitty. And so I'm just going to get it laid down, whiskers, I guess, and I used my tweezers to pick it up, and there's a real good etched area there that shows you exactly how to lay that down on there. And then I'm going to color in the tongue and the nose with this real light pink marker that I have. And you can almost just hold your alcohol marker on there and that paper will just suck it up. I realized that when I was doing the little bitty eyes on the first cat and then the nose, that you really just had to set your marker on there, and that paper would just draw the ink right in. And so it made it real easy on those teeny tiny pieces like the eyeballs and the tiny little nose to do that. And so I think what I'm getting here are the insides of the ear pieces now. And oh, actually, I've got the eyeballs. It's so small from my viewpoint here that I couldn't tell, but these are actually the eyeballs, and I'm going to get them laid down in there. And there's good edge detail for that as well. But I can't seem to make these cats' eyes look right. The first cat, the one that I pre-assembled, I actually used the little circle things and inserted them in the little holes that are there. Now on this cat, I'm just going to take my little green marker and just add some color to the eyes and not put the tiny little die cut pieces in there. And I think I actually like this better than the larger die cut circles. So I'm just showing you, and one of the eyes are more rounded on the cat and the other is more pointed like you would think you would see of the cat. They give you two sets of eyes. So now I'm going to use the ears here. I'm going to use the two pieces of the ears, lay some glue down, and I've got the outer part of my ears are black and the inner part are white. And so I'm just going to lay those white pieces down, just glue them right there in that etched detail. They fit in there very nicely. And just get it turned around to where I grab a hold of it and get it laid down on there. And now I've got my ears for my little kitty. And I just need to put some glue on there and then put the back of my head on there and attach them. And I'm trying to get them in the right place so they'll look like they're supposed to. And I'll add a little glue on the other ear and get it laid down on there. And now we've got our little kitty body and our little kitty head, and that's what they look like. And then I've got 2 arms in there that are bent because it will look like the kitty is holding the banner. And I've also got like the little mustache piece. It's in white there, and I'm going to lay it down right on the tip of the nose, covering some of the lips or the tongue, and get that going. And now I'm just taking a black marker and just touching it to that teeny tiny little nose, and it's almost shaped like a heart, and it is tiny. And I'm going to put some glue on there, and then I'll use my pick tool and just pick that up and sit it down on there, and then use the other end to position it how I want it on my little nose, on my little kitty head face. So there's the other arm. So we've got 2 arms, and I've decided I'm going to get my card base ready and my little banner so that before I go any further gluing on this cat, just to make sure I get it right. Now I am using the Summer Waves June 24 embossing folder from Spellbinders, and I've already embossed it, and I've decided I'm going to cut it down a little bit just so I have a white edge showing around this teal panel. I just think that'll make a nice little frame around it. And then I'll get it laid down on my card base, and then we'll have a place to start building our design. And I didn't use my Spellbinders paper. I just used some inexpensive Recollections paper from Michael's. And so it looks kind of wavy, but it'll be fine because I'm gluing it down on a 100-pound cardstock from Hammermill. And it'll be plenty strong. So I'll just get it pressed down. Now I'm bringing in the scrap from the Streamers Stampendous card that I made the other day. I stamped a 6x6 panel, and I only used part of it, and then I saved the other part so that I could make another card, and I thought this would be a great place to use it. So I'm just going to lay it down there, and I'm having a hard time getting it lined up, so I'm going to lift it up and lay it down, and I got a little bit of teal peeking along the bottom, but I think it'll be fine. Now I'm going to position my kitty. Now here is my banner, and I'm going to glue my Chase Your Dreams down to this, and I first tried to do it the wrong way, so then I have to flip it around and get it glued down on there. And I think that looks really nice. I'm going to get it lined up nice and neat, and then this is going to be the banner that my kitty's going to be holding, and I'm just kind of trying to eyeball it and see how it's going to work on my card, because I do want to have both cats on there. I think it'll be fun, and then figure out how the arms go on there. So I'm going to position these arms down, just put a little bit of glue, and then I'll lay my body on top of them. And I'll move them around a little bit, and then I'll move them around again once I get the banner and figure out exactly how I want them. And when I was die cutting this out, I just die cut out multiples of the paper that I had. So that's how I wound up with 2 kitties. I probably should have used some different colors and had a couple different color kitties, but this is what I did. And being pressed for time, I decided that I would just go with it. Now I'm moving the arms out a little bit so that I have a little bit more for my kitty's face, and so that you can see their little hands beside there. Now there are little paws that you can die cut out, and I could have die cut those out in white and used them and just stuck them on the banner, and it would have been showing through that, but I didn't. I just chose to have like little black paws. And so now I'm just going to get some foam tape and put it on my banner, because it's laying on, you know, a couple layers of kitty there. So I've got some thin foam tape, and I'm just going to position it on there, and I'll do it on both sides of that banner just so that it lays more flat. And I'm just trimming it up so it won't show on the front, and grabbing some more for the other side. Now I did use this kitty with a puggle on another video. It was the sitting kitty, and I thought it turned out cute, but I wanted to use it again. I wanted to use just this set again and use multiple kitties and use this banner and this hanging kitty as well. So I thought I would do that today. So I'm going to, I put some glue on there, and then I realized I need to actually bring in some foam tape. So I'm going to flip that over and grab a piece of foam tape. And I'm going to get a little bit thicker foam tape and put it on the kitty's head, and then position the kitty to where his little chin is hanging over the banner. And then we'll position the other kitty that is just sitting forward and get it glued down on our card base. And that'll pretty much finish it up. I thought about adding some embellishments to it, but I thought with the streamers and the confetti, I really didn't need any. And I've got the embossed panel, and I think it looks cute just like this. So I decided to just leave it at that. And I'm going to put a little bit more glue on my tail so I make sure it's secure. And that'll pretty much finish up our card. So I hope you like it. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.